let's get my next guest out, ladies and gentlemen. He lost his last fight in controversial circumstances. We'll talk about that. He was very angry about it, and I think when you see this, you'll see why. Look at this.
Khan catches Peterson there.
Get out my head.
And a big right hand.
How much am I stuck my blood?
And again another shot, a left hand.
So high, but now I'm
And another right hand.
thinking about you. Wasted all my time on you.
Every punch the leg shakes Peterson to his boots. Khan finds a response. This is unbelievable stuff.
And Khan's producing the better one.
Great right hand. Peterson, who's in trouble.
Please, will you welcome Amir Khan. Good show earlier on the press up. So you weren't. You could have kept going, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I was just warming up in. I was warming into it. Then, but that was
See that you weren't. The boys, they didn't stand a chance. You didn't stand a chance, boys.
Hey, don't try it. Don't try it.
Hey, before we talk about your fabulous boxing career and all that, let's talk about the boxing story in the news this week, which is David Haye and Chisoro, and this weird thing that happened. Maybe it was at the press conference, wasn't it?
It was at the press conference after the fight, and
David Haye hadn't been boxing.
no, he was there. I think he was commentating. He was working there, and some little, something happened. There was a little bit of arguments happened because David wanted to fight the guy who won, that Vitaly Klitschko, and so then they both started just abusing each other. The next thing,
Started getting mouthy with each other, and then
I mean, then they started throwing punches at each other. But it's one of them things. I think when it was just time of the moment. I mean, everyone's heated up. Chisoro just got beat. David wanted to fight Vitaly, but they kind of disrespected him in the press conference. And then it was just punches and...
See, I like David, but David shouldn't have gone in there, I don't think.
Well, it's hard to say because, I mean, David's a nice guy and, I mean, it's very hard to get him angry because I've been out with him and I've chilled out with him. So to get him angry, that means something must have happened,
Yeah, but why did he go in? The guy just got beaten in a fight. You don't need another boxer coming out about going... or whatever he said. Words to that effect.
Yeah, I'm sure Chisoro was upset after that loss.
He just lost. Any boxer who's just lost,
I think...
you've got to be a little bit... you've got to cut the guy a bit of slack, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I would have gone there. If I was David, I would not have gone there.
Nor would I, nor would I.
But,
the next time I box, I'm not afterwards. I have great admiration for you guys, because I love seeing the sport. I don't like seeing people hurt, but I love seeing the sport. But you're not someone who gets involved in that kind of trash talk outside of the ring, are you?
No, never. It's only happened once when I was in New York. Paulie Malignaggi, I was fighting, and then at the weigh-in, when we was head-to-head, he just kept pushing his head against me, and I pushed him away. I mean, there was no punches thrown or anything.
So he actually was touching you physically?
At the end of the day, I know both fighters are going to be, they want to get in there and get the fight on. But it's like we're on a leash, As soon as they let go of that leash in the ring, that's when we go at it, yeah.
And the next bout is in Las Vegas, isn't it?
That's right, the fight's going to be in Vegas. I've got the rematch against Lamont Peterson, so hopefully we can... that's going to be somewhere neutral. You
mentioned Lamont Peterson, the rematch in May. This is a big match, and it's... I hesitate to use the word grudge match, but at the same time, there's something here at stake, because in the last fight, I don't know how many of you saw this, but I hope you did, it was a terrific fight.
Yep.
I thought you clearly won it. I'm not just saying that because you're there. I think a lot of people thought you clearly won it. You thought you'd won it.
Yep.
What happened with the scoring, from your perspective?
I was told I won the fight, and... just before they announced who the winner was. I mean, I knew I did enough to win the fight. I knocked him down in the first round twice.
Yeah.
But then there was points taken off me.
So you knocked down the first round. So you won the first round easy.
Yep.
That's definitely yours.
Yep.
OK. You seem to land more blows.
Yeah.
More
I was the cleaner fighter, and I was the one who was putting more pressure on him.
You were, yes. So you were going forward. They score you for going forward, don't they? So you were doing that,
they score you for that as well, for showing pressure and accuracy and everything. But there was a guy there, and you could see him handling scorecards and nothing. I'm not saying he did anything, but, I mean, there's a lot of commotion going outside the ring. And
that's the fella there, wasn't it?
Yep, that's the one.
That's the one, that fella there.
We've seen him outside the ring. I mean, there's so much going on.
Look, I don't want to cast aspersions, but he looks shifty already. He's the only one wearing a hat indoors. It's like he's ready to make a quick getaway. He's got a car waiting outside. But, so the judges, they're the judges right by the side. They're meant to be doing it. He's leaning in there, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, he was not meant to be there. He had no accreditation to be in a ring. He wasn't working for the IBF or the WBA. I mean, no one knew, and we still don't know what he was doing there.
So who was that? That's one of the judges?
No, that's one of the commissions.
And he's listening to what he's saying?
That's right, and he's telling him what to write and what to do.
It does look to me either that or he's stuck on a very tricky Sudoku. Of course, I need to say, because he's not here to answer himself, we need to point out that he has denied this, of course. And that, regardless of what actually happened there, it looks suspicious. I think we can safely say that. And that already casts some kind of cloud over the win.
I mean, all you have to do is watch the fight, and then we all know who won the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, but hopefully in the rematch we'll settle the score, and we will bring them titles back to England.
And that'll be you having both those titles, unifying those belts.
Yep.
OK. Congratulations to you as well. We spoke earlier on, we were talking about Marvin getting engaged. You're engaged as well, I believe, now.
Yep, engaged.
Congratulations, he's engaged as well. Matches the ring, beautiful. Yeah. The ring and the watch. Tell us about this young lady. She's not from the UK, is that right?
No, she's not. She's from New York, and I always said to my friends, I'm never going to go to New York. I don't like it. It's too busy for me. But look, I ended up being engaged with a girl from New York. Yeah, I met her in about a year ago. It was. I was doing a product shoot, and she bumped into her when we went for dinner. So since then, we just kept in touch, and then I kind of popped the question. Yeah.
Wow. So you spent some time with her in New York.
Yep.
OK, and, you know, we just heard that Marvin hired an island to propose to his young lady. I hope that you're something similar.
It's a little bit different with the Muslim culture, yeah?
OK.
All I had to do was, you've heard of the arranged marriage thing, yeah?
Yeah.
So what I did was, told my mum and dad, look, I met a nice girl, and I like her, and I want to kind of start a future with her, I want to marry her. So they said, fine. So what happened after that was...
they contacted the other parents?
Yeah, they spoke to her parents, they spoke, then I'm at the picture, I'm chilling at home while they do all the...
So they do all the work?
Yeah, they let them do all the work.
Muslim for the win, come on, because... no hiring an island, nothing.
Exactly, I didn't have to propose anything, everything was just all done. Yeah,
wow.
all done and sorted.
But this is a very modern form of arranged marriage there, presumably, because you came to your parents and they presumably...
My parents always said to me, you know, if you like a girl, I mean, you tell us when you think you're ready.
Yeah.
And I met the right girl, and I told them, and they kind of arranged it all and sorted everything out. Even the engagement, I was just chilling at home, they did everything for me.
Yeah. Wow. That's a mummy's boy right there. So that's great, so you don't even have the stress of all that.
Nope, no
well,
stress
just as
at all,
well, you've
no.
got a fight on your mind right now. Now, she's from New York City, one of the most exciting, glamorous and vibrant cities on the planet. I don't think there are many cities in the world that can compare to New York City. And you are from...
Bolton.
Is Farial going to join you here in Bolton, or are you going to stay in New York with her?
No, she has to come to Bolton.
She's coming to
Bolton. And it's funny because...
Fair enough.
She said to me, you want me to move to Bolton? I mean, there's a big difference from Bolton.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if it was London, it's a little bit different, but Bolton, it's like a little village, you know. And she said, look how all the streets are.
Well, look, we have some
pictures.
Look
at the houses.
Amir's kindly let us show these pictures. There you are with your beautiful wife-to-be in New York City. There's romance going on there. And then we find, next one is Bolton. And it has its charm. There's no denying that.
I mean, look, you got a bus there.
You got a bus?
The bus station.
It's either snow or ash. I'm not sure what's coming down there. What was her first impression of Bolton?
You know what? She liked it. I mean, she's a family girl. She said, look, it's fine. Wherever you want me to move. At first, it was quite hard for her to kind of take it in. When I said to her, you have to move to Bolton. She's like, what about New York? I mean, New York's amazing. You've got this, you've got that. So listen, it has to be Bolton. I mean, we've got the Bolton Football Club. we've got the Bolton bus station. Come on.
You've also got good Bolton food like this. Look at that.
Fish and chips. Come on, you can't
That's
go wrong.
a good piece of fish and chips right there. You can't get that in New York.
You know what? I think it was just for that picture. They don't give us fish that big normally.
No, it was... So let me ask you about your name. Like, when I brought Amir out, I said, Amir King Khan. And that was kind of your boxing name, but I haven't heard that used so much anymore. Do people still call you King Khan? Is the boxing name still a big...
I mean, you know, the only reason I used that name was because I was on Twitter one day and I was on it and Amir Khan's taken by someone else, so I was like, OK, what shall I put in? OK, Amir King Khan. And then since then, everyone's calling me that everywhere I go, hey, King Khan. I'm like, oh, man, it sounds like King Kong sometimes, but you just say, come on, man.
I'm looking forward to the fight. You know, I'm convinced that you're going to win.
You should get yourself down sometime.
Well,
to one of the fights.
Well, I'll come out to the one in May if I can.
Oh, yeah?
If you can sort me out with the tickets, I know they're hard to get.
We'll get you a ticket, definitely.
Well, how many people are here? We want 300. I need 300 tickets for you. OK? He'll give me the 300.
I'll send them
I'll put them on eBay. You can all bid for them, OK? He's a great British sportsman, ladies and gentlemen, and what a charming young man. Amir Khan, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck with the fight. Not that you need it, dude. Fantastic. Great to have you back here.